Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. The universe has spoken to me, guys. So, today was a pretty interesting day. I ain't gonna lie. So, I was scrolling on YouTube for a long period of time, and out of the very blue, look at what we have here. The Fahkuram starter guide and early look. Good old IGN pulling through for me. Ah, man. So, I was not expecting this to come out at all. Like, we had the little bit of lore background behind him, along like mini gameplay somewhat, and now we have this, and we have the Tekken talk on Sunday. So I am gonna be recording the Tekken talk live, probably after the stream is ended, because that's when I usually do my reactions, because stream times. But yeah, I watched this 3 times, and so far I'm liking what I'm seeing. This character is gonna be very good. I feel like. So enough babbling. Let's watch this little gameplay of him. And yeah, I'll give my reactions and yeah, see how it goes. Shout out to my boy Hari, man. Or shout out to Hari. So Hari from Quiet Face Metal server. Um, I'm always asking that person for advice. And I actually turned down the thing a little bit so that you can hear both my voice and the video. Because the last time I did the reaction trailer to Fahkuram, the trailer was louder than my voice, so it was hard to hear. So yeah, apologies in advance. And yeah, my boy Flaw, I hit him up, man, and he's he said he asked me if I was gonna record this, and I'm like, hey, don't mind if I do. My audience could see my reaction to my main. But yeah, let's do this, man.
The latest entry
That
to
epic
Tekken 8's
entry.
roster is the thunderstruck Muay Thai legend Fahkuram, a returning character that made his debut as a DLC
The
character in
way he
Tekken
said his
6,
name,
and he
and of course they're going on my girl Azucena. Why do you have to go on the Coffee Queen like that? Come on, man. That's not cool.
is what you see. A very lanky fighter with great range, powerful strikes, and comparatively simple inputs and execution relative to the rest of the cast. But he
So pretty much like the biggest weakness he's always had, he's always not the fastest. So his starter moves are kind of slow. But that's expected when you're having like a very powerhouse heavy character. High damage, but the moves are slow. So to be expected.
He's also got a couple of interesting mechanics that Bandai Namco esports manager Alex Julio was kind enough to walk me through in this early preview of the character. So let's take a quick look at what's new with the character, go over his best moves,
Oops. Sorry.
punishes, and take a look at some quick combos as well in this Tekken starter guide for Fahkuram.
Alright, so I'm gonna skip this part because um yeah, they're just going over stuff. Let's go over his tattoos and stuff, because that's a lot of tattoos, man.
Of Thailand to find a monk in a temple to draw Fahkuram's tattoos. So obviously, authenticity was a big point that the developers wanted to hit with this character. Gameplay wise, before we go into his notable moves, let's quickly cover his Garuda Force buff, which is
So Garuda Force, that is like a new thing for Falk. That's his buff. And he's gonna have a lot of interesting stuff out of that, it feels.
a buff gained by landing one of the following: his down forward 1-2, forward forward 1+2, the last hit of back 4-3-2, his punch parry, or if you're in heat, you just have the buff automatically. When he has this buff, Fahkuram gains a couple of new strings, including his old Rage Drive from Tekken 7.
That's gonna be a big one right there. Infinite use of that move when that was a Rage Drive from Tekken 7. That move was already bad enough in 7. Now you can use it as many times as you want in here. Excuse me for that. That was a hiccup. That's gonna be crazy.
He can also do this when he fully charges either his Tornado Kick or his Erupting Knee.
that stance right there is gonna be whoo. That's gonna be crazy because he has a lot of crazy moves out of that stance, and they were not kidding when they were gonna say he's gonna have a lot more 50-50s because he's already had a lot of 50-50s in 7. This time they really upped his game, so he's gonna be more mix-up heavy than ever.
Basically, if they're blocked, he enters his Rama stance where it's time for the opponent to guess. In this
Nice Final Fantasy
stance, he can do an
reference.
unsafe low, a safe mid string that jails, a +1 on block mid,
Those moves are really flashy too. That's insanity.
a slow but interruptible unblockable,
The
and
unblockable is
a
going to be the interesting one, I think. There's a throw, and the throw gives an install. Look, enter Garuda Force,
It's
and,
worth
it's
mentioning as well that while
unbreakable.
these charge attacks are
Wait, wait,
sidesteppable,
wait, 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 wait. Cannot throw escape. Enter Garuda Force on hit. Wow. So the only way to get out of that is literally to duck.
it's worth mentioning as well that while these charge attacks are sidesteppable, Fahkuram can now feint and cancel them by holding forward or
That's big right there. Because you couldn't do that in 7. You couldn't feign out of that move at all. That stance. So it's like, if they knew how to sidestep, you're getting a full combo. They know how to sidestep.
use a homing attack out of them and try to catch the sidestep by holding back. Now let's talk about his notable normals. Starting off with 3+4, a
So
return
those are going to
mid.
be his big
This is
staple
just a
moves.
really chunky 18
3 plus
frame mid
4.
that knocks down on regular hit and on counter hit stuns the opponent for a full combo. It tracks to the right and is safe on block at -9. Forward forward
Minus
3 is a
9.
new 21 frame advancing load that is +4 on hit, tracks to the right, and is -14 on block. From
Minus
crouch down
14. So
forward
I got to
2
be.
is another low hitting move. This
Those moves
costs
are going to be.
19 frames of startup that leaves him at +4 on hit and is -14 on block. On counter
Yeah,
hit,
you got to
it
be
knocks
careful about
down
those
and gives you a
moves.
guaranteed forward forward 1+2 follow up, which is a great way to get his Garuda Force charge. Down 4 is a faster low at 14 frames that will transition into a throw if it hits as a counter. That added power comes.
So it's kind of sort of like Victor's down. Is it down 3 or down 4? Either way, it combos into a throw, kind of.
With risk though, as it is launch punishable at -15 on block. Back forward
Launch
4 is a
punishable. Ew.
returning 18 frame high kick that is core to Fahkuram's kit. It causes a crumple
That
even
move's
though
gonna be
normal hit,
dangerous.
is +6 on block, and as an extra bonus, it also armor breaks, which means that you cannot power crush through it. It can be ducked of course
This guy's gonna be anti-aggression. I can tell.
and launch punished, but nevertheless, this is a very scary move. Forward 4 is a 25 frame axe kick that is +3 on block and +14 on counter hit, which lets you get either a free back 1 or other 14 frame follow up. It's worth noting at this point that one of Fahkuram's weaknesses is that his attacks are generally pretty slow on startup. For example,
That's been a
most
given
characters have a
because
13
he's
frame
a power
follow up move
hitter,
as a quick mid poke after
so
the
that's
opponent blocks a
pretty
plus on block
common
hit.
with
Fahkuram's
that.
down forward 1 though is 15
15
frames,
frames.
so just keep that in mind when you're planning your pressure after this move is blocked. Forward
So you guys are really playing your how you're gonna pressure your opponent with this character.
forward 3 is a pretty standard running attack that allows you to close the distance and keep the advantage even if it's blocked. This one is +6 on block and on hit gives you a +15 knockdown. It's fairly linear though and can be sidestepped both ways. Down
Plus
forward
15
3 is
knockdown, huh?
another far-reaching low. This one has 20 frames of startup, is -1 on hit, and -13 on block, but it has a fake out by pressing down forward 3-3, faking low and instead going mid. If the second kick hits, it will knock down and guarantee a ground follow-up. And if it's blocked, it's +2. The low hit can be sidestepped both ways, while the fake out tracks to the right.
I'm labbing that move because when he comes out, it seems like I don't know for sure because he's obviously not out yet. This is like an early look at him, but I'm gonna see if I can at least get like a mini combo out of that, or maybe a full combo because it does look like there's like a little bit of a launch. But from the looks of it, I know you can get a guaranteed round hit But I want to see if you can get like a mini combo.
Back 3 is a returning move from Tekken 7, but this time it's also a heat engager. It's a 16 frame high
He has a
roundhouse
lot
kick
of
that
heat
is safe on
engagers
block at
now
minus
too.
7 and also will wall stun. Up forward 2 is one of Fahkuram's power crushes. This one is 18 frames, high, sidesteppable in both directions, but safe on block at minus 7. His other power crush, forward 3 plus 4, on the other hand, is a mid, but
That move right there, when I saw his gameplay trailer, I thought that was going to be back 2. But no. I sort of had a feeling it was not going to be back 2. Because me and Denari, we in tag 2, we both played Bruce. And back 2 was one of the most dangerous moves he had. Because it was a heavy hitting counter hit launcher that did like a lot of damage. But, and we also talked about that. If Bruce or any of the other Muay Thai fighters that come to Tekken 8, if they had back 2, they would have to heavily tune it. Because I'm going to let the video play out so they can explain that move.
is slower at 22 frames of startup and is minus 14 on block.
Minus 14. Someone, I don't even, the people that play Bruce, I forgot how negative back 2 was. I don't know if it was safe. But I know it was a good move. I don't remember how minus was. So it's minus 14. Typical for every armor move.
Next is down forward 1, which is a move
Plus, if that hits, it also gets an install as well. The forward 3 plus 4. So I had a feeling it's not going to be a counter hit launcher. We'll see though.
that we somewhat touched upon earlier. It's on the
Me and
slower side
Denari
as
talked
far as
about
down
that.
forward 1s
Shout out to
go at
Denari.
15 frames, but it is only minus 3 on block. And also has two very notable follow-ups in down forward 1-2, which is minus 13 on block, but will grant a Garuda Force charge if it hits, and down forward 1-4, which is a heat engager that is safe on block at minus 5. Then let's quickly touch upon his heat engagers, which are forward 1 plus 2, a 21 frame safe mid that can be
That's my
sidestepped in
favorite
both
move from him right
directions,
there.
the aforementioned back 3, up forward 3, which is a 14 frame punishing heat engager, and finally there's while standing 1-2, which is a 13 frame while standing punish. Speaking of punishes, let's go
Here
over
comes the
everything Fox
Punishers.
has from 10 frame to 23 frame punishers. At 10 frames, Fahkuram's options are 1-2 and 1-4. 1-4
I'm lobbing 1-4. I want to see if the wall splat is the wall splat is back. Because when he first came out, that move wall splatted, and it was a 10 frame punish, and it wall splatted. You would, oh man, which means it. I think it also balcony break as well in 7 as well. I don't remember on the top of my head, but I know you can get like you could have got like a lot of damage in 7 when that move wall splatted. Like it was insanity.
is the better option in just about every situation. It does more damage and leaves you at plus 8 as opposed to plus 5. He doesn't
It does leave a little staggered though. So no minus 11 moves, which is fine.
have an 11 frame punish, but for 12 frames, he's got 2-1, 4-3, and 4-4. Of the three
2-1's gonna be
options,
the better
you're
one,
generally going to want
obviously.
to do 2-1, as it does the most damage and knocks down, and even at the wall, it will wall stun. For 13 frame punishes, there's 3-1, which leaves you at plus 7 on hit, giving you some pretty good
13
options to
frames.
keep your pressure going. For 14 frames, he's got 3 options.
3 options out of minus 14. Oh boy, this is. Don't do any minus 14 moves against this character, guys.
Back 1, which knocks down and gives you a guaranteed follow-up with either forward forward 3 or forward forward 1 plus 2, which again gives you a Garuda Force charge. Up forward 3, which is a heat engager, and back 2-1, which does solid damage and knocks down. But
This is new. That used to be the previous input used to be forward forward 2-1, which led to his in 7, that led to his more damaging combos. It was hard to land. But oh man, they changed that input, which is actually pretty nice.
doesn't give you a follow-up while the opponent is grounded. All
That's fine. It doesn't need to do that. Like you have options now to do you want to go into heat or do you want to do that move? Either way, it's fine. And at the wall, you can do a full combo.
all 3 of these options also wall stun.
All 3 of them wall stun too. Yeah, like I said, that him. Oh man, be careful fighting this character at the wall because any minus 14 move You do against this guy, you're eating damage.
At 15 frames, your go-to will be down forward 2-3, which is his main launcher. Down forward 1-2 will give him a Garuda charge, and down forward 1-4 will be what you use if you want a heat engager. And if you block something that's super punishable, his 20 frame punisher is up forward 4, which is his hop
Delayed
kick.
hop
On the
kick,
wall
which is
standing front at
hard to
11
do.
frames, he's got wall standing 4, which does 20 damage and leaves you at plus 5. For 13 frames, there's wall standing 1-2,
What
which
was
does
it?
20 damage and on the wall standing front at 11 frames, he's got wall standing 4, which
Okay,
does
11
20 damage
frames.
and
That's
leaves you at
fine.
plus 5. For 13 frames, there's wall standing 1-2, which is a heat engager and wall stuns. For 14 frames, you've got wall standing 2-4, which can also wall stun, or without a wall, knock down and guarantees a forward 1+2 follow up. And finally, for 15 frames, there's wall standing 3, which is your traditional launch punisher from wall standing. Now, as always, let's put this all together for a little
Here
showcase
comes the
with some
combos,
hard-hitting
guys.
combos to get you started with the character.
This combo's changed a lot too. That's a lot of damage for combos that are just starting out with this guy. I wonder if these are going to be like the optimal actual combos. I'm going to study that when he comes out. Holy cow. There's definitely going to be a better
And
heat
that's
round of
Fahkuram
that.
in Tekken 8. He's a hard-hitting character with great reach and some scary
Or
buttons,
better
especially
heat
when he's
routes
got a
than
Garuda
that.
charge. Thanks for watching, and another special thanks to Bandai Namco and Alex for taking the time to walk me through this character. For more Tekken 8, make sure to check out our other starter guides for other DLC characters like Eddie Gordo, Lydia, and Anna. And for everything else, keep it here on IGN.
So that was a fun little look at Fahkuram. I'm getting asked like a lot of questions. If he's better than Bruce, debatable. I don't know if he was better than Bruce, like because Bruce was more of the. I think Bruce was more of the rush down, and that Falk is more deep. Yeah, he's more defensive. So, but yeah, he's gonna be fun to play. I bet. So yeah, I'm excited to see how he plays. So yeah, definitely I'm gonna do my reaction on the Tekken Talk live on Sunday after they stream it, and of course on Monday when he releases, I'm gonna be streaming. I'm not gonna do like a 24-hour stream on Fahkuram. I can't really do that, but I'm gonna see if I can stream a long while of Fahkuram for you guys, and I'm gonna try, as I said on my announcement in my server, I'm gonna try to get all the gameplay I can on Falk that I can gather, and I'm going to upload all my replays and put it on YouTube. So keep an eye out for that. So until then, all right, I need to get ready for work. I'm going to work on this video. I'm going to upload it. And yeah, catch you guys in the next video. Peace.